Welcome back to the channel, Lovely Life Mallorca. I'm Andrew, and today I brought you down to the port of Sòller. It's a beautiful little place right up the mountains, it is, and it's a working port, some great fish restaurants, a beautiful beaches here, and as you've already seen, there's a wooden tram. Let's go and have a look, come on then. You'll find some great restaurants down this way and a couple of hotels as well. The temperature's in its late 20s today, and the sea's a beautiful temperature, it really is. Fancy getting a sunbed? There, the prices there. One bed, one umbrella, and each one's got a locker. And the set is $18.50 a day. They always say the west is the best, don't they, with the island? We're on the west side already, and it goes all the way down to Palma. Beautiful scenery as it goes past Daya and all the rest of it all. But if you like it around here, you can always go a trip, and they call it the island trip. You can go on a bus, the tram we've already been on, the train that goes down to Palma, go on a boat as well. You see some terrific scenery all from the mountain ranges on the way down. And as I said to you a little while ago, you can see the orange and the lemon groves on your way down. It's some beautiful scenery, well worth a visit. Why not just grab yourself a drink if you don't fancy something to eat and just sit there and watch everybody walking past. Don't sound bad, does it? It's just look how busy the actual sand is. Loads of people. And if you're not sure how to pay for the sunbeds, a man walks round and collects the money from you and issues you with a ticket. And if you're a hiker, you can walk all around the back of the hotels and the apartments and just keep on walking right up the mountains. It's a great walk it is, but not in this heat. In the winter months I should come back and try it again sometime. And it's time for a paddle. Do you know, this water is absolutely beautiful, it is. Do you know, I love taking the drone up. It really gives you some different view, doesn't it? I have to watch myself when I walk, because when I did the last clip, I nearly hit one of the big rocks and slipped into the water. Wouldn't have been a lot of fun, would it? But it would have been quite funny for the video though, wouldn't it? You know, a lady just said to me, she said when I was in there paddling, she thought I'd gone mad. I was chatting away to myself, but she couldn't see I was chatting to. And I said, no, the camera's over there. Oh, I do feel silly some of the time, you know, but who really cares? If you enjoy it, that's all that really matters, isn't it? I do it for you, that's all I do it for. Plenty of places to sit. Just fancy sitting down and watching people pass. So if you fancy coming to Sòller under your own steam, you can get the local bus. It takes about 2 hours. If you check under the TIB website, that'll give you all the details you need. So the port of Sòller is still a working port, and when we get a bit more down the end, you'll see lots of restaurants that are fish restaurants. And you know, the fish come straight off the boats, straight into the restaurants. You can't get much fresher than that, can you? I actually expected the sea to be really cold, seeing the amount of rain we've had this last couple of days, but it was really nice and warm. They do have some lovely buildings, don't they, to look at. Fancy you go on a stand-up paddle board. So, we've only got 2 weeks left now of August. I can't believe how time goes so quickly, you know. However, since we get into September, September's a lovely month as well. It's a little bit quieter, but it still is absolutely gorgeous with the weather. And of course, because there's not premium season now, you'll notice the prices of places, hotels and things will start to come down a little bit then. And it doesn't get so crowded here as well, which is quite nice, isn't it? Over here on holiday, and you're a bit of a cyclist maybe, because obviously Mallorca is a lot about the cycling, isn't it? But you can rent yourself a bike. Whatever your ability is, you can rent yourself something if you're, you know, really well up with the cyclists, or if you like a little bit of a help. And then if you want to help, got electric bicycles, which are here. I like the old e-bikes. Takes the strain out of it a bit, doesn't it? So come the evening time, these restaurants and bars will be really busy. So peaceful. All you can hear is the waves coming up. Of course, if you do keep on crossing the road like that, but you've got to keep an eye out for the tram. I know they toot their horns and things, but a few people get hurt. They don't hear the horns being tooted. So just think that. Oh look, sandcastles. It's great. I mean, I used to have lots of fun when we were young making sandcastles and things. Just the amount of people, it's incredible. So if you're enjoying this film, please give us a thumbs up and comment. It's great to see the comments. I really love to see them. And if you do fancy coming here out of season in the winter months, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I do make films all year round, not just the summer months, because I think it's really important to get people to see the differences in the years, you know, winter, spring, summer, etc. There is a part up here you can drive up, but as you see there, you have to drive up side streets. You can't drive that far round here. So this is the Port of Sòller. There is a town of Sòller. That's just a few miles up the road. You can get there by local bus, or you can take the lovely little tram we saw earlier a few times. It's well worth going up there. Saturday it's market day at the town. Just coming into the actual port itself, if you know what I mean, where the boats are. You get some lovely meals up here, lots of cafes. There's a few shops we'll have a look at in a minute. There's a brilliant, lovely ice cream shop where we'll grab an ice cream. Rude not to, isn't it, guys? So this is where you'll see all the boats. The further you go out, walk out, you'll see the bigger boats. You can get lots of excursions from here. And if you go to Port-au-Prince, if you're staying up the top end, you can get a boat round here. So there's several excursions that you can get. If you want to know my honest advice, have a look on my back catalogue, as it were, see the excursions I've done, and you'll find some there from around this area, the Port Sòller, Alcudia, all around there, all to do with boats or whatever. You'll find them all there. Now we're just coming into port restaurants. Just there, that's where you jump on to the tram to take up to the town of Sòller. As you can see, it's quite a queue of people getting on. It's €9 each way. You pay on the tram itself. Here comes the tram. Oh, 2 trams. So it's like a bus, isn't it? Wait for one to arrive. Fancy a drink? Well, got some great bars along here, bar restaurants. You can just sit there and lose a bit of time. So over there's 4 huts. Buy your tickets there if you want to take an excursion. Everywhere you look around here is boats of all sizes and all values as well. Just carried on walking around, haven't turned off. You'll find lots of restaurants here. There's a chap with a guitar just getting ready for this evening. And a lot of these do a lot of fish. As I was saying, can't get much fish, can you? Paella just there, lots of different things. And absolutely lovely, eh? On some boats, absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I'm not really a boat lover, but you can see the luxury in it, can't you? I wonder how much that would cost. Leader 36 has got on the side. Not just a buying it, it's like a car, isn't it? I should imagine the upkeep of it's really expensive. Like, you have to service them every year, don't you? I think it's probably the same as a car, but just on water, if you like, not on land. Now that's a bigger one, isn't it? Stormbringer. Huge. So there's nothing I really fancied having a boat, to be honest with you. I enjoy going out on boat trips when I'm asked to do them. Bit of snorkeling, things like that, it's all good fun. But it's nothing I've ever really fancied owning myself. All houses going up the top there, load of restaurants and things. I'd love to fly my drone over these boats here to see where they are, but unfortunately you're not allowed to, because over this direction somewhere there is a military camp, and that is definitely a no-no. So you can see here it's very much a working fishing port, isn't it? All these fishing nets up here. That's a fishing boat and a half, isn't it? I wonder how far they actually go out before they start catching a fish. And if diving is your thing, you can do all that round here as well. They say you can try a dive for €99. Doesn't sound too bad to me. And now these look the bigger boats, the ones that are worth considerable amount of money, I would say. I don't know for definite, but now here's one I recognise the name of, Toffee Crisp. Now that was actually moored in Alcudia for a long time. It's funny how you start recognising the names, isn't it? There's a big one from Sunseeker, isn't it? Recognise the names from TV programmes and things, the people, the companies that make the boats. Here's an excursion boat just coming around the corner. I wonder where they're going, what they're doing. That's just absolutely perfect. It's like a different part of Sawyer you don't normally get to visit, isn't it, around here? Because everybody always does the beach, the seafront, has a look at the tram. But I've never seen many people, if anybody, actually walking around this far around here. And it's definitely a part to look at, isn't it? So lighthouse, up right at the top of the lighthouse, you can actually walk up there, you know. So I've just walked all the way round there. It's a lovely little walk. Some of those boats are brilliant, aren't they? Little vending machine there if you just fancy one. So I was saying try a dive for 99 euros, no experience needed. If you do fancy a dive, as you can see, it's a great big car park area. I'm not sure what the score is, i.e. you have to pay for it or not, but at least you know that there is some, yes you do, I've just seen a parking sign, but at least you know there is somewhere here, don't you? It's huge, the point, you don't realise how big it is. So this is, I've just walked up the top now. Lovely houses around here, some cafe bars. Gonna have a look at some of the shops around here and get something to eat and sit down on the beach itself, on the promenade, and just have a roll or something. Lots of little road lanes to look round. And this is the part where you catch your tram to Sawyer, the town just here. If you're on an organised trip, a lot of the time the guide that takes you holds up an umbrella so you know exactly where you're going or who you're following. This is no exception with this group here. Not sure how much of this is the group, but that's the guide just there in the centre with the umbrella. It's a good idea, isn't it? There's another black umbrella just up there and a multicoloured one there. So yes, it is something that does happen quite often. Now if you turn left here, that's where the tram drops you off and picks you up. There's a few shops just up here. There's a couple of supermarkets up here and a few bits and bobs. That shop sells shoes. So there's a few bits here. Medical centre. A couple more restaurants. Supermarket on my right. A supermarket on my left. My advice of the day is if you come here and you fancy to buy a roll rather than go out for a meal, come in one of these shops here. There is a handful of menus, if you like, telling you what to have, and it's cheap as chips in there. Just get a roll or French stick or whatever, they make it up for you. So I was saying there's not a great deal of shops up here anyway, but what there is it's quite nice. And a couple of bars at the top, a couple of local bars up here as well. When I last came, it was winter time. There wasn't a great lot of choice to have, so I had to come in one of these bars. I think it was this one here on the left hand side. Really had nice, and it was reasonably priced as well. So this is all, yeah, let's go and get something to eat. But I just like to say thanks to everyone who's given me super chats and that sort of thing, gifts through my GoFundMe and bits and pieces. Well, this is what I bought with it, an ice cream from the ice cream shop, and it's been absolutely, you know, it's been a brilliant day. I've really enjoyed taking the drone up and everything else. So I'd just like to say thanks very much to everyone who comments and all the rest of it all. I really hope that everybody enjoys today's film. If you did enjoy it, I'd love you to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget Facebook page, Love Mallorca. And I'll catch you on the next film. Bye for now.